Hey, what's up? It is Wes here, and today, what I want to talk to you all about is stop having the conversation with your hairdresser about face shape. Some of you are like, what? I need to have the conversation with my hairdresser about face shape, because how are we going to cut my hair if he doesn't look at my face shape? She doesn't look at my face shape. They don't look at my face shape. Well, this is the reason why I'm asking you to just stop that conversation today, right now. Because really, the face shape conversation is really designed in this way that asks you to look at yourself, find a problem, and then bring that problem to your hairdresser and ask them to solve it. And I'm telling you, the face shape that you have is wonderful. If you are round, boo, it's cool, be round. If you are a square, if you're a squoval, if you're any of the shapes, like, celebrate those shapes. Don't let the world dictate and tell you, like, I need to be a perfect oval. If you're not an oval, that is okay. You can wear any haircut that you want once you eliminate the problem in your mind of not being an oval. Just shift the conversation around face shape with your hairdresser. I know for many of you, years upon years upon years, you've been reading magazines and they have been telling you, well, if you get these layers cut around here, if you're not an oval, it'll make you look more oval. If you are a square, get this thing and make sure that you do this because it's gonna be like this and la 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 la, do this, be the perfect oval, the oval, the oval, the oval. Well, let's stop body shaming each other by telling each other that an oval is the only shape that is awesome, because that is simply not true. I want us to start reframing the way that we look at ourselves and the way that we look at each other. Instead of you looking in the mirror and being like, I'm not something, why don't we start even just on a small level and going, what's great about me? What is awesome about me? Why don't we focus in on the enhancement, You sit down with your hairdresser and you're like, you know what? I've decided that I feel like me constantly getting my haircut to make me look more oval really isn't authentic to who I am. And I would like to start celebrating the shape that I was born into. And I would like to go on this journey with you. As a hairdresser, I'm like, I'm with you. I'm feeling this conversation. What is it that you love? What do you love about you? And then we can have a real conversation about how we can bring that out. So if you come to me and say, hey Wes, I'm loving my eyebrows. What can we do to draw more attention to my eyebrows? Then I'm gonna give you multiple bang options that are gonna really celebrate those guys. It's like if you're loving your cheekbones, I could be like, oh, well, we can place this here and we can cut this here and that'll really show them off, or point an arrow to them. Or if you are full on, I'm ready to embrace my shape, my full head shape, all of my shape, right? Be it a square, a swivel, any of the things, right? And you're like, let's cut it all off. Let's just show who I am without even manipulating the shape. Cut it as short as we can. That could be great too. Or maybe you opt to even exaggerate it. Maybe you're like, okay, well, I'm square, so how can we make it kind of a full square? That could be cool, right? So there's so many different ways for us to kind of step into this new world, this new way of looking at ourselves that's not limited by what some magazine has always told you. I don't want you looking at the mirror and going, I'm not good enough. I wish I was born this way. I wish that I had this thing. I want you to look in the mirror and genuinely go, these are the things that I really love about myself. I love these things. And I want to be your partner. I'm your hairdresser. I'm here to celebrate you too. Like, I'm here to bring out all of the good that is naturally you. That is my job. That is what I signed up to do. That is a really powerful experience for both me and for you. And if you're a hairdresser listening to this, and you're like, oh my God, I've talked about face shape for my entire career, and this is challenging for you, then one of the things that I have done is when people say, you know, I'm this shape, and we know their energy. Like, people get a little bit lower when they talk about like feeling bad about like who they are, their face shape. Then I like to recognize that and go, hey, you know, this is the truth. I believe that all the shapes are beautiful. I believe that all the shapes should be celebrated. And I don't want to focus our time and our energy on what you're not. What I want to focus in on is what's really awesome about you. And these are a few of the things that I see that I find are incredible. And you can kind of help guide your client to have that experience. So come on now, like, get with me. I know I'm like standing here, you know, I'm on my soapbox, you know, it feels like I'm preaching, but I am preaching because I think this is so important for us to stop these conversations, because when we look at them, what are they really rooted in? They're really rooted in making people other. They're really saying that we have one lane to beauty, and that is not true. That is just not true. So join me, and if you're a hairdresser, join me in the conversation. If you are a client out there, if you're a human who gets their hair cut, and you have a different face shape than an oval, and you're really tired of like trying to always look like something you're not, then just flip it. Flip that conversation. Flip that conversation that you're having with yourself in the mirror. And then once you discover what you really love and appreciate about you that you want to bring out, then bring that to me. And I promise that when I see you, I'm gonna bring that up too, because we are all the shapes and they are all beautiful, and I'm here for every single one of them. Cool. So awesome, guys. I will see you next time, and thank you for your time. Bye.